I had the opportunity to teach business management for 21 years at a university. One of the courses that I taught was Business 100, Business Discovery. The main question that we asked that was really kind of foundational to the course was, if you had to go to work tomorrow, what would you do? My name is Craig Bell, born and raised in Idaho, small community. My dad was a small business owner. He owned the local newspaper. I was taught to always be at my post. I went to a junior college and I got a health science degree. I went on to a university and got a degree in psychology, a master's in business administration, and a PhD in education. So I have spent a lot of time on college campuses in a lot of different departments, literally interacted with thousands of students. I am passionate about helping students become employable. So the question, what would you do if you had to go to work tomorrow, I think can really start helping students make a decision and start moving forward. And you can do anything you want to do and assume you have any degree you need to get that job. Now, some students would push back on that because they go, I want to leave my options open. I'm a freshman. For heaven's sakes, I don't want to make a decision right now. But we stayed with that, and so they made a decision. And then we talked about networking and informational interviews and how to move down a particular path. Because I have found that resources will flow to those students with a viable plan. All of a sudden now, people that are in that profession, they're willing to help you. You can reach out to people in that profession, and it just starts to open up opportunities. I think funding, I think scholarships, financial aid can start flowing to students that really have a viable plan. If we can make that decision early, it saves a lot of time and a lot of resources. One thing that I heard over and over again as a college professor is, well, Dr. Bell, I want to leave my options open. I think that's code for I have not done my homework and I don't want to make a decision right now. I love music, but I think I want to be an attorney. Well, why don't you be an attorney for Taylor Guitar or something like that? Or I love sports, but I love marketing. Well, be a sports marketer. Bring things together, and that can be a very powerful thing. So even though a student may have an interest in 2 or 3 or more things, can we connect some dots there to help them decide to make that decision? Here's what I would do. Narrow it down, pick one thing. And then from there, we can start going down that path of networking, internships, informational interviews to get the process started. The idea of asking yourself the question, if I had to go to work tomorrow, what would I do? Yes, it's applicable to students, but it's also applicable to anybody in their career, especially if you're in a job that you go, I'm not sure I'm completely happy in this. And it's not just working for a particular company, but it's almost the industry or the type of work that you're doing. I think to ask yourself that question, if I had to go to work tomorrow, what would I do? Now, it may mean further education and training. And I think we ought to enjoy the education and training process. It ought to be fun, enjoyable, because we're doing things that we love doing and learning about things that eventually we'll love to do. So this process, I think, is applicable to anybody who's looking for maybe that next opportunity. So the importance of asking ourselves that question, if I had to go to work tomorrow, what would I do? I think can really start to facilitate some wonderful things.